brothers and sisters, you can see that this constitution that we've been dancing about, people were making fun of us. So what can file the ruler file a land again? Here you are with your file and your portfolio, and now everybody is singing the same song. So that video was actually sent to someone that I've been telling about constitution. He told me, "Oh, this and that. How you're gonna do it now?" He's telling me it's a new soundbite. It's a new soundbite. So they're sharing it amongst each other.
And I want to make a comment. When we talk of constitution, we are not saying you should enter your bedroom and cook up one book again and impose on us and say, this, you now have a new constitution. That's not what we're saying. We are talking about the constitutional order. We are meant to be true federal system because we are too diverse. We are multicultural. We are multilingual. We are multi-religious. We are everything, like we are too diverse. As a result, what our progenitors said will work for us is true federalism, not a unitary system. So what you have is unitary constitutional order. And we're saying that will not work. It's a two-step. First, identify the constituent members, and then we make their individual constitutions, and then bring it together. That's where you have a federal constitution. That's the only thing that can work in that space. Any other thing is Urukere business, and it will collapse.
Thank you, sister, for that clarification, because we're telling you, this is not the time for you to be doing a Mapanda and having a motor park discussion. This thing has gotten into a different gear. And if you are not aware of your surroundings, actually you'll be taken out. So do not be confused about what we're saying about this constitution. We're talking about constitutional takedown. We are talking about total rebuilding of all of this. Let's start with our topic today. And it's just so right about, regarding what's about to happen all over us, all around us. The topic now says, every battle is won before it's ever fought. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. Please continue to help us to share and like and all that stuff that we need to do. We need all our people to be up and doing. We need you to be an invested stakeholder in what we're doing. Do not be a watcher. Do not be one of those that will say, oh, I watch your show. I'm watching your show. Please do not watch my show. I'd rather have you say, I'm learning from your show. I am not here for you to watch me. I am not even worthy for you to watch me. What we are doing here every day is to educate you and put information in your mind that we can use and save our next generation. We are in a dire situation, and our children demand better from us. So it's not okay for you to be on your church. I'm not into politics. You better know it all, because you're the one that opened your legs and give birth to those children. And we are going to live life that is dignifiable. We are going to live life that is sustainable for our kids, and we cannot have it any other way. So if you have been dragging behind, if you have been playing, if you have been pretending, because that's what we like to do, come out of it, because we have no time. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. This is according to Ellen Wiesel, 1986 Nobel Prize winner. He's a Romanian-born American writer, and he knew what he was talking about because he was a survivor of the Holocaust. So that you don't sit there and watch and feel incapacitated, like, oh, this and that, or you're only worried about 3 square meals. I have to eat, as if food you were sent here to come and eat. So protest, like democracy, is a fundamental human right. It is a statement or action expressing approval or disapproval, actually expressing disapproval or objection to something or situation. A natural response to pain is for one to cry. This is why an adage from an ancient people of Ndibo will say, you cannot beat a child and prevent him or her from crying. Sadly, the management of Unity Nigeria has severally denied the masses and the youth. They are not even worried about the youth. That's why someone like Iwanyanwo at the age of million years of age will marry a young girl because they will impoverish our youth. The youth that are supposed to be marrying a young girl, they will keep them impoverished so that a young girl will be chasing after them even when they're about to die. The young girl will be chasing after them because they have swallowed all the wealth into their stomach. And we're saying it's not okay. So this management of Unity Nigeria has severally denied the masses and the youth the right to peaceful protest by sabotaging, frustrating, and infiltrating such attempts. They have covered everywhere. When you listen to Brother Tony today, you're going to hear him say how they even cover the student bodies. They have taken them over. They are driving Land Cruisers and the BMWs and all these fancy cars. They are not even there to protest. They have politicized the teachers. When they give them money during election, they will share money. All of a sudden, if the whole universe burns down, nobody will say anything. So they have criminalized the process. They have injected their hoodlums to trigger violence and then introduce military action against the protesters. But guess what? You guys have left out in a state where we don't have anything to lose. Onyago Nago has nothing to lose. He was just glaring to me this week with all the rain. The homeless people are there under the bridge going back and forth. They don't care if FEMA is coming to your house to save you. They don't care about anything. They don't have anything to lose. If the weather takes them, it takes them. If it doesn't take them, you're the one running around trying to get other things done. So we must show that Unity Nigeria is a failed state and does not practice democracy. We cannot allow people to strip us of every dignity left. When a man cannot even feed their children, when your child needs a shoe, you can't even buy it. When mama wants to cook a goosey soup, she can't even find fish. Forget about meat now, fish to put in the food for the children, for her children. But you guys, summer is here, their children are graduating. You're showing your face, yourself on Facebook. Your daughters are graduating, your sons are graduating, and you guys have left our people in abject poverty. Even the little hard work they're putting in doesn't mean anything anymore. And we ask, how then can we succeed as people when we allow our enemies to be all over us? We know the marauding Fulanis are there to destroy our people. We know our people that are benefiting from them, from the system. They are so rich and so wealthy that when they fly from Nigeria to Dubai, they will have a clot and die overnight. That's how rich they are. And we're saying that we can breed. They're not here, you know. They have infiltrated the churches. The pastors are not speaking for us when they're supposed to be talking about giving us life abundantly. They have destroyed everything, every fabric of our lives. They have infiltrated and arrested everyone. So that at this particular time, at a time like this, we are so incapacitated, we don't know what to do. But we're telling them, Ozugozian, it's enough. So today, we are going to continue the enlightenment of our people on the right approach to self-determination through internationally recognized civil and democratic process. We warned you guys about this when you were doing NSAS, for you guys to follow the right thing and ask for the right. It's like one push. It's like someone going to get money from a bank. They're telling you they can give you a whole truck of money. You say, no, let me go there with my handbag. As if you have time to waste. Imagine if we have followed the process, and they have agents, and that's what we want you guys to recognize. They will come down with Ishi Daradara. You need glasses, now it's thrown English. Oh, constitution is the problem. As soon as Peter Obi jumps from Labour Party to Ndemwa Party to APC Party to PDP Party, he will come out and be the spokesperson to run an election. The same person. And Channel News will give him all the news line. They will give him all the time in the world to keep speaking as if he's the smartest man in the country. The same thing Americans do here. They will be running elections. Instead of them to get the scholars in the community, the men and women working hard to improve the community, they will get the rappers that have been paid to destroy the African people and tell us it's the culture. It's the same people. They're doing the same copyright from everywhere and implementing it because they know it has worked in America. They have brainwashed all the brown people here. They can't think for themselves. They are doing the same thing. They will pay him. He will come out with his beard. You need glasses now through no that is not in the dictionary. And as soon as he gets paid enough, he will leave the constitutional issues that we have on the table and jump in to go and start doing election with P2B. And we're saying it's enough of that. The future of our children is very important to us. As mothers, we demand differently. As mothers, we insist on the right things to be done. It's no longer okay for you to sell us for your own well-being. It's no longer okay for us to only hear the generator when you're in town. It's no longer okay for us to eat foreign rice only when Christmas comes. Oh, it's not enough. It's not okay anymore. So if you're one of those that comes into the village and think he wants to be all about you, your days are numbered, because we're empowering our people. We don't want any onwa. We want all our people to succeed and be able to carry on at the level that they can and live life with dignity, Mr. and Mrs. Onwa. And I'm not asking you guys not to help our people, because if you can afford, you all stole our money, so continue to help them. But we are saying that your manipulation, that your whatever you think it is, another degree from London, you come and use it to intimidate our people instead of using it to elevate our people. And I bug doc. You should go doc or when you're not going to see. We are saying we no longer want that system. We want a system where everyone is uplifted to the level that they can perform, because it will only help us, all of us, so that we are not worried about who will steal from us, because we're not worried about all of those things, because we did the right thing. We sowed the right seed. We implanted the right information. We must do better by our people. And now is the time. Now is the time. As we mentioned, our topic today is that every battle is won before it's ever fought. And this is our message to our children. Do not lose your life for nothing. If you're going to protest, you should go with a purpose. You should be purposeful in your heart. Do not let the hoodlums and the criminals come and deceive you. As we are speaking, a lot of them are running away. I've seen one today. You can see he's from Nigeria because his skin is dry. They're running away and coming into their mansions that they're locked up in the neighborhood. So do not be deceived. We must be strategic before we go out there and waste our time or spill our blood. And we have to remind you guys, we say we'll never forget. So you guys should never forget that you still live in the states of Usman Dan Fodio, and they have warned you, they have made a declaration to say that they will never allow you to control your future. They are not kidding. And they have set up a map, a plan, an agenda, a 50-year agenda to make sure that they hold their knees right on your neck and push through. And our brothers and sisters are aiding them in the name of election. We've seen them. They will come and tell you they have one watch. When we know that in Africa, the best gifts men will get, especially if you have been a governor of a state, we know it's definitely going to be a bunch of watches from those people really looking for contracts from you. They will bring you watch. You usually watch, perfume, and maybe cell phone nowadays. But they have one watch. And they will drag my people to the election. Enjoy their 68th birthday. Pretend that they are for the people. When we're telling you, shine your eyes, look well, you can see who is holding you hostage. People working with Usman Dan Fodio estate. Okay? So let's look at our objectives today. I was going to run this as a slideshow, but I don't know if it's showing up today. Let's see. Okay, yes, at least on my side. So we're going to look at the introduction, which we have already done. We're going to talk about why every battle is won before it's ever fought, and what every change seeker in Nigeria must do so that you don't go there and be misinformed. And number 3, we are going to look at refusing to bring down that unitary constitution. You are responsible for your own destruction, and no amount of protest will save you if we don't take this constitution down. And then we'll look at the take-home points as well as the announcement. So I don't know, I'm on the next page. I don't know if this thing moved. No, it didn't move.
It didn't move.
Okay.
Let's just do what we're doing before.
So yeah, for some reason it's not working for some reason. All right. So I don't know if it has something to do with StreamYard because it works when I use it at work. All right, the fair use disclaimer so that some random person don't come and turn off what we're doing. And then let's look at this map. We've shared this map in the past for you guys to see the pyramid of evil that we are concerned about. For you guys,
I mean, this structure. I mean, it's not a map.
I say pyramid.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Before they will start, those that say, okay, is this a map? That's all. We just, my dear, just go ahead. I'll just.
I'm confused. I don't even know if did I say a map?
Yeah, he said a map. I know it's what
Pyramid.
Yeah,
Pyramid.
no, I mean, what's it called? Something that slip of tongue.
Yeah. All right. I don't mean a map, my dear. It's a flip. It's I mean a pyramid. So looking at this pyramid, we have shared it before in the past. For us to understand what is doing us, because for so many years we didn't know what was happening to us. We knew things weren't right. You will bring your retirement, some snake, this giant snake in Africa will swallow it. Everything that you do, you want to move forward, they will pull you back. Like nothing is working. The companies are leaving. We heard that something right, ShopRite is winding up to leave the damn place because nothing will ever work in a place like Nigeria. So at the top is the British Crown. We know that these are the people controlling everything. No matter what you do, they're always on top of you. You can't go forward, you can't go backward. They decide if you live or die. That's why before you run for any type of election, you have to go to 10 Downing and receive blessings from Omaka Trato. You have to get on your knees and have them touch your head and tell you, okay, you're the potential chosen one, because they usually can change their mind at the end of the day. And we know when they left the British Crown, when they left us, they handed us over to our caretakers called in the Caliphate. And even except that they're not taking care of us. Or should I say they handed us over to the people that will deal with us accordingly. Because if I call them caretakers, somebody may mistake that. They handed us over to the terrorists called Caliphate to deal with us, so that even as much as we're doing, look at how much we have put in that place called Nigeria. With all the restrictions that they have over us, we're still pushing through. Imagine if we are in a place where our enemies are not in charge of us. So the caliphate is working hand in hand. That's why they are the ruling party. That's why you can see them put on their license plate that they are born to rule, because they have shared the information with their children. We reminded you that with Usman Danfodio, they reminded us that we can never allow us to control their future. It's them and their children that will deal with us accordingly. If they like, they register us with OIC. If they like, they register us with terrorist companies. If they like, they will hand over the whole Nigerian resources to Dangote. If they like, they will close the cement in Agolot, so that Dangote that doesn't know. He was saying today he didn't know that this is going to happen. How are you running $1 billion project? You don't know what's going to happen in the future, Mumu. Those are the people running stuff.
Good.
Indeed. Please continue to help us to share. And then under the caliphate is the 1999 constitution that we know, stronghold, chokehold, whatever you want to call it, hold. You can move. We have the 68 exclusive list that you saw that man screaming. You cannot. If you don't have light, you cannot put on your own light. If you don't have security, you cannot arrange for your own security. Nothing. You've been stronghold. So only Peter Obi and his cronies will be able to get security, because they are working with the caliphate, so they give them security, and then perhaps his own village will be a little bit safe because Peter Obi hails from the same village, so that main road to his village will be safe. The criminals will not be hanging there. But you, the single mothers, the widows, the orphans, nobody will speak for you. They can destroy you, it's like here, when a black person is killed on our life, nobody is really doing anything. If you call police that you need help, they can come to your house and on our life, nothing will happen, and then for them, they are okay. So they use this 1999 constitution to hold everybody hostage, and that is why we're saying we cannot move an inch in this protest without making sure that we have the right information for our people so that lamentation will not take over. Lamentation is not a strategy. Whether if you're coming from an army guy or police guy, lamentation is not a strategy. That you are going out there, you say you're concerned about the police, you should be aware of what you're going there to do in the first place. And under the 1999 Constitution is your so-called federal government. They can steal your money, take all of them, make fun of you. Oh, Baba, give me food now. Baba, give me food. They can do anything to you. Nothing will happen. You can pay money for Wayeke and a snake will come and swallow it just like that and nothing will happen. They will steal all the money from the treasury. They will burn it down and nothing will happen. It's called federal government. They're governing you. And then you have the confused masses that them and their agents are working with. You know, their agents, you see them in different form. We don't want you guys to mistake this. You see them in the name of pastors. They're there telling you to push until something happens. Pray, pray, pray. Ba, 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 ba. You'll be praying. Nothing is happening. As a matter of fact, while you're praying, you may even die. They come in form of celebrities to deceive you. They are all agents. Rap music here in America has destroyed Black people to a level you cannot imagine. He puts them into jail. It was all orchestrated by people making money off of it. The same thing, where our people are hungry, people like movie stars and dancing stars and music stars, they'll be having a $50 billion wedding in the midst of a place where people are dying of hunger. All agents. So instead of you to react, you'll be dancing like go chop your money, but you don't even have money to chop. All agents. They will come in form of your brothers and sisters running for elections. You're telling them this is not working. Our enemies are upon us. They will say, no. Election, PVC now. PVC revolution, plastic now. And then they will give you a bag of rice to confuse because you're so hungry. You take the bag of rice. Meanwhile, as soon as they become governor, they will come to Houston and buy a house. All their children are now schooling in Houston. They will pay 10 years, I was told, by someone who works in the, not treasury, what is the department that collects money? Registration department. There's some of them will have money paid for 10 years for school fees because they are not sure if their children will graduate. They will pay 10 years in advance. Mind you, college is supposed to be 4 years because they know their hoodlum children may not be steady enough to pass. So they will pay. So that by the time you leave government house and money is no longer there, the school has the money to still keep your child in school. That's what we have to deal with. So know your place in this Nigerian pyramid of evil.